Hello, Scorpio. This is going to be your June 2021 General Tarot reading. I hope you guys are well and enjoying June so far. Just to give you a heads up, Mercury is retrograde, and I have a really strong Mercury in my chart, and so it always affects me. It always affects my speech, where I might say the wrong word, I might stumble on words, I might stutter, who knows. It always happens every single Mercury retrograde. So hopefully you will be able to understand me. And we shall see what comes out for you. So this reading is for you if you are a Scorpio rising, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, or Scorpio Venus. If this reading may or may not resonate for you, it might be one of those things where certain parts of the reading resonate with you strongly, other parts do not at all, or it just may not at all. So in case it doesn't resonate for this month, you may want to check out your other readings for your other placements and other signs. See if any of those resonate for you more. So for your reading this month, I am using the Everyday Enchantment Tarot for your main cards, and I'm going to be using the Gaian Tarot and possibly the Enchanted Map Oracle cards for your clarifiers. And if you would like to skip through this part and just go straight to the beginning of the reading, there is a timestamp down below in the description box that you can click on, and it will take you straight to the reading. Okay. This is for Scorpio for June 2021. And let's see what comes up. 11 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8? I think so. 9, 10, 11. I'm going to do something different from what I normally do, and I'm just going to pick out all the clarifiers all at once right now. That way I don't have to interrupt the reading to shuffle at each step of the way. So cool, actually. Okay, before I begin, I'm going to pause this real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. In case you hit the timestamp, I decided to do things differently and just pick all the clarifiers all at once. That way it kind of saves a little bit of time. Okay, your central experience for June is the Star, Major Arcana. This is amazing. And you have the 8 of Wands. It seems as though hope is speeding into your life. Inspiration is speeding into your life. Help, if you need it, is speeding into your life. Friends are speeding into your life. Guides are speeding into your life. You may have had a wish in your heart that speedily seems to be coming true. Community pursuits are speeding into your life where now there is action. Now you see positive change or positivity around you. There is great difficulty that has occurred in the past, and now it seems as though you see the light at the end of the tunnel, or you see the rainbow after the storm, or you see some evidence speeding into your life that makes you feel much more positive and hopeful about the future, and possibly about your own circumstances. And it may be that you are realizing that you would like to be this force of good in the world as well. And so you're feeling very motivated to do something meaningful in possibly your surroundings. That's amazing. You may also witness something this month in June. I don't know if it's a shooting star or a meteor or some kind of celestial event, some kind of sign that shows up that is almost magical or just blows you away. You witness something around you that startles you out of your old mindset. It could be inspiration or ideas are speeding, or a sense of purpose is speeding into your life. Okay, so your challenge. Yeah, I would say that that's a challenge. The 8 of Blades. Maybe you've been feeling overwhelmed, or there's a lot going on, or you have felt trapped in the house, or trapped with the same reality over and over without much of a break or an ability to kind of go do the things that you actually really enjoy, or that, not that this woman doesn't enjoy being a mother, but to do the extra things for yourself that make you feel good, where you're utilizing your talents or your skills, or you're building something, you're being creative. With this is the Elder of Earth. She is outside in an orchard enjoying the beautiful weather, and she's spinning on her spinning wheel. This might be a hobby she has. It might be a business she has. It's hard to tell because she fully seems to enjoy what she's doing, so it doesn't really matter which one it is, or maybe it's both, turning a hobby into a way of making money or prosperity for yourself. It may be that you're an artist, or you have plans of things you would like to create, things you would like to manifest, but for whatever reasons, you've been in a crunching, time-constrained kind of situation where you just feel like it's the same thing all the time, or there are lots of things to take care of, and so you have felt as though you don't have the time or the space to be able to cultivate this in your life. This is a challenge, is the necessary self-care, or just enjoying other things than just our obligations or the things that we normally do. You might need some peace and quiet. It may be that things have become too noisy or too complicated or just too consuming, and you need some peace and quiet to refresh yourself doing whatever it is that you enjoy. or you have felt overloaded by work, or you have been either working too much, or you've been out of work, or not finding enough work. But it looks as though there is some kind of hope speeding into your life, or positive change speeding into your life. So perhaps there is an opportunity in June for you to begin to create the space, the time, the energy to be able to pursue these things. This could also be a person. The Elder of Earth is ordinarily known as the King of Pentacles. This could be a partner where they have been working so much that you are left with everything else, left with the kids, left with the house, left or the apartment, left with a feeling she looks like she wishes she had help. Or if this is a Taurus or an earth sign, you feel as though they are too busy to help you, or they're so busy making money or following their own dreams or pursuits that you feel kind of left with the mess where you need more help in this situation. But remember what it said before, help is speeding into your life. So try not to become too overwhelmed. Or this could be a new inspiring job opportunity. After a high period of stress, of possibly looking for work or hoping that things improve, it seems as though things are starting to improve. What is helping you? I feel as though you really long to get back to what you were doing before that you enjoyed, or if you own your own business, or you are self-employed, or it might be that you are extremely talented at whatever it is that you do, but circumstances. So here, let me show you what I'm looking at. This is what's helping you, is the Knight of Blades. I needed more information about this, so I got Lightning, otherwise known as the Tower, and the Nightmare card, the Nine of Swords. So you've had a lot of high anxiety, worry, stress about possibly the crumbling of your situation, or that things will never return back to what you were able to do before, or you're worried about a relationship crumbling, or a job crumbling, or something that you enjoy crumbling. I'm looking at this as if you are the hairdresser in this picture, who is the Knight of Blades. There's two ways we could look at this. One way is that she may be intensely worried that he's going to mess up her hair. Or it could be a hair salon, beauty salon type of thing, where she's been going to him for years and she's going through something difficult in her life and she's getting to vent about it to him. And he is telling her what she thinks about it, or giving her advice, or just processing it with her while he does her hair. There's support in this, friendship in this, and this is also you fully enjoying what you do. If there's the analogy of a hairdresser, you love being a hairdresser. You went to beauty school for a reason. It's a passion for you, as well as a skill and a talent. And you enjoy your life as a hairdresser. But maybe something happened where, if you own your own salon, or use this as a analogy. If you own your own salon, you may have become extremely concerned that you were going to lose your salon, or that you were going to lose your business, or perhaps there was a huge cutback in pay, or employees, or customers. And the reason why I'm saying this is helping you is because with the Knight of Blades, there is the Six of Fire, which is success. Success. Something is rescued, you win, you are successful, you reach your goal, things improve, you are able to go back to what you were doing before. Possibly you got laid off, or just there weren't enough customers, or there just wasn't enough. And maybe this is even a situation where if you have children, you have had to stay home with your children more than usual this past year, and so it's cut back on what you normally actually do when your children are at school, or it's just a lot. And you long to get back to it, to what you love to do, especially for money, and it seems as though you are highly talented. If you have been looking for work, it looks as though you will be successful and you will find something that is fairly ideal for you, or that you enjoy, or that you feel comfortable doing. You have a lot of confidence with the skill, whatever it is. You know you're good at it. So this could be, if this is relationship troubles, like you're worried about your relationship failing. It seems as though your worst fears about this seem to be unfounded because you have the Six of Fire. You wouldn't have success in here if things were doomed. So I feel as though perhaps maybe you've received some shocking news, you know, that at first is a total disaster, but it looks as though a solution can be made, or you will be victorious, or you will win in this situation. Or you have much support here. You have a lot of support. So you're not alone in this. Okay. At your roots, at the root of the reading, or in your instincts, it seems as though you are fully conscious and working on releasing mental baggage. You have the Elder of Air in with the Six of Blades, otherwise known as the Six of Swords. This is moving on from conflict, moving beyond conflict, seeking peaceful resolution of things, or seeking peace of mind, possibly leaving mental baggage behind. Worries, stress, anxiety, worst case scenarios, fearing the worst, fearing total collapse. There we go. But as what's helping you, you are victorious. So perhaps you're receiving enough assistance from the divine, from your guides, from signs around you, from friends, from other people, that lead you to believe things are about to get better, or they are getting better, and much quicker than you thought that they would. And so it seems as though rationally you can release mental burdens now, because you are receiving signs that things are getting better. And so you're choosing not to focus on their worries right now. You're choosing not to focus on anxiety. Instead, you're focusing on solutions, or ideas, or inspiration, and also community, alliances, connections, making connections, moving on from past mental conflict. You may have someone around you who is able to give you a different perspective, or to be able to talk with you about what you're experiencing. Or you may be able to do this for others. Okay. In the recent past, or what has just happened, is the Ace of Cups. Have you fallen in love with someone, or fallen in love with something in your life, or found your bliss again, or found your inspiration again, or you feel like there is great potential for joy and happiness in the future, and you see potentials in the situations. You also are highly protective and nurturing of this new beginning that you care so much about. You may have recently received accolades or recognition for your unique abilities. And you may feel drawn to uplift other people as well, and cheer other people up, or to root them on, or to congratulate them. friendships, love, a new partnership, someone you're getting to know, romance, or love of your life. A love of something that is new in your life that you look forward to every day, that makes you feel happy and relieved. If you have a child, your child may have recently received an award or is being recognized for their gifts or their talents, and you're extremely proud of them. I had to throw that out there. So your best possible outcome is interesting, very interesting. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to show you the two cards and then I'll just spout out what I get. You have the Hierophant. This is one of the more interesting Hierophants I think I've ever seen in a tarot deck. And it's definitely very different. My favorite Hierophant ever is the Hierophant from the Spiral Tarot. That will always be my ultimate favorite Hierophant. But this one's interesting. And with it, you have the Seven of Air, or the Seven of Swords. So what I see a bunch of things in this, so I'm just going to spout them and hopefully it resonates for someone. It may be that you have studied something for a long time, possibly as had a mentor or a teacher who is an expert in this field. It could be a professor, could be someone who has a lot of knowledge and possibly a lot of wisdom about the connections between things. But you may have literally been studying something from a teacher for a long period of time, and you have received all of the information that you could possibly get from this person. And now it looks like you are figuring something out, or you're figuring out a new way of arranging things or doing things that weren't necessarily the tradition, or you're looking to take that tradition that you have learned or were taught and do something with it, create something with it that doesn't exist yet, or figuring out other alternatives to something than what you were taught. Not that you don't value what you taught, you value it a great deal, and a lot of it is the base on which you're working with, but you also see how things could be improved, or you see how things could be understood in a different way. You might be thinking of writing a book, or coming up with some kind of plan, or figuring out where you're going to go next. Maybe this is about traveling the world for some of you, because there are all these symbols for world religions behind the Hierophant. He seems like perhaps he's a teacher or a professor of world religious history, or talks about the many different spiritual paths that are all over the planet, and spiritual beliefs, not necessarily religions. It may be you are wanting to go to sacred places to go visit these places. And it's reminding me of the words, 7 wonders of the world. This is a 7 of air, and he looks like he's in Nepal or something, or maybe in some mountainous, misty climate there. Maybe you're, instead of just working off of what you have been taught or what you have been told or what you have been studied, now you're trying to figure out a way how to actually experience it in the world, rather than just having knowledge because it was told to you by words or by reading books. You want to go experience it and see for yourself what it's actually really like. Maybe this is some kind of study that you're doing. Or maybe you are the Hierophant and you're thinking of experiencing things in a completely different way. than possibly staying still in one place or in one room or in one classroom, or to go explore or go find out more information about what you know through some kind of a spiritual journey or a spiritual retreat or a spiritual adventure. All that aside, I would say that if you're trying to plan or strategize on what is the best way to do something before you begin it, there is someone around you as your best possible outcome that can give you some much needed information or wisdom before you begin. Ultimately, it's your experience, and no one can tell you what is going to be your experience because you are the only you. But they can give you some helpful hints or some advice on, don't forget to take, you don't need to take these certain things with you. You do, if you're going to this place, you definitely are going to need this or whatever. So it looks like you're figuring things out as your best possible outcome, or you're coming up with the best plan. And you may have some expert advice, but also use your discretion with what advice from them you take and what you discard. It should be up to you and your own innate wisdom. So in the future, the Ace of Earth and the Eight of Wands. Here's a second Eight of Wands. Looks great, you guys. Let's see. Where's the other Eight of Wands? Here's the Eight of Wands. Here is the Eight of Wands, which came with the star earlier. So if something was delayed, if something wasn't moving, like if you were looking to sell a house or sell something, or you were looking to buy something or purchase something, or you were ready to begin something new, and you put everything into motion that you possibly can. You tried to come up with the best way of doing it, or you possibly want to sell something so that you can go and travel the world finally. Or you may be traveling to a completely new location and deciding to set up shop or begin living there or create a life there. Use all of these as metaphors too for the type of energy that I'm getting. But you've been wanting to start a new beginning. Maybe for whatever reasons it was delayed, and it was so delayed and so delayed and so delayed that you were starting to lose hope, or you were wondering whether it was ever going to happen, or whether it was going to happen at all, or whether you could or not. But something is speedily coming in to give you hope. You did have success earlier as well. So if you've been worried about your next step with your plans, it looks as though it's happening, you guys. And you might have a breakthrough at the last minute, just when you were starting to lose hope. All of a sudden something works out or something happens. And you are able to start a new life, or a new way of treating your body, or going to a new place, finding a new home. A new relationship becomes solid all of a sudden. Or possibly you realize you're having a baby if you've been wanting to, and you've had some kind of fertility issues. It looks like whatever you've been hoping for arrives and happens. And then it's up to you to nurture it, take care of it, and to help it to grow, because this is just the very beginning. You right now are the King of Wands. Looks awesome, you guys. You guys are motivated. You're positive. You feel good. You're ready to go. You're ready to be creative. You're ready to do what you enjoy. You have support. You have friends. You have a community. You may want to join some kind of a group creative thing, whether it's a community event or a festival or some kind of celebration or a marathon, or wanting to get more involved with the community, or wanting to be out and about more, talking with people, chatting, feeling good, smiling. believing in yourself. Other people reflect you well. People are smiling at you. They admire you. They appreciate you. You look very confident, and you're ready. You're in it for the long haul, or you're ready to find a steady pace with something so that you can continue to do it and not burn out. You are finally able to do what you want to do or what you enjoy. There might be a prominent Leo or a fire sign in your life. You also might have a prominent air sign or an Aquarius in your life. In your surroundings, looks like you are on to some kind of a journey. There's the Three of Wands and the tree. This could be a vision quest. This could be a vacation. This could be something you've always wanted to do. I don't know why, but this is reminding me of the Appalachian Trail that goes from Georgia all the way up to Maine in the Appalachian Mountains. Some kind of a big hike you want to do, or some kind of thing you've always wanted to experience or do. Looks like you're doing it possibly with a few friends. Maybe you've always wanted to run in a marathon. Maybe you've always wanted to paraglide. Maybe you've always wanted to climb up Mount Everest, or go to a beautiful place. That was in here earlier. Go to a sacred site. Go see some ruins or architecture or some temple or sacred place. It's almost like it's reminding me of a spiritual pilgrimage, or possibly visiting the land of your ancestors, where your ancestors come from. You might be American Irish and you've always wanted to go to Ireland and see the land of your ancestors. Or that's an example, you guys. Something that means a lot to you, that would give you spiritual inspiration to do, something that you have always envisioned or wanted to do. And it looks to me as if you are not alone in this. You may have a friend or another or a few other people doing this with you. That would be advisable. If you're going to climb up Mount Everest, you definitely want to go with other people, so you can spot each other. If you've always wanted to climb up a famous mountain, make sure you have the right gear. There was something about that earlier too. Do your research before you plan on doing anything big like this. Make sure you have all the things that you need beforehand. Looks like you already know that, because this was in your best possible outcome. Or you're just wanting to get out into the wide open spaces, or to get out more in nature, or to be someplace simple where you can think straight and where you can really tune in with your intuition and reconnect with your body. Okay. There's growth of dreams that you have had. Your hope is that you can take an inspiration of yours and a talent that you have and create stability with it, or begin a new business. If you lost a job, or if you lost your profession before because of the pandemic, or because of circumstances, or a loss of clients, or whatever, it looks like if you are not able to regain what you had before, you are able to do the same thing, just possibly in a different location or a different place, or you open up a new salon or a new space in order to do this again. And your hope is that you will be able to create a good foundation for it, where it will continue to grow and be prosperous and to continue to expand in the future. You want to be doing what you love as a way of creating stability for yourself. There could also be something in here about a fear of whether or not somebody is serious about being with you. You might be worried that someone has other options, or they're not that serious about you, or that the relationship will not continue, or something like that. It may be that your hope in the situation is for stability and for to know what is happening. You have a lot of confidence. You have a lot of confidence and belief in your abilities. You know you're good at what you do. And because everyone has told you for forever and keeps on coming back. You may even have old clients that just need to find you wherever you are now, or they will return now that they can. And it looks like you're off to a good start, or you're hoping. So your general outcome is great. I love this. Look at this. You had the same card twice. The 3 of Earth with the 3 of Coins. Same exact card. And look, there's 3 people in this image that work together. And there's 3 people that work together in this image. Maybe you're starting some kind of a startup or some kind of a business with a few other people. And it looks awesome. Or it just looks like money is growing, clients are growing, opportunities are growing. You're starting to make more money now. You're over the hump, or you're over the worst part of whatever has happened in the past. You see that things are getting better, and there is an increase. There is a growth here. Things are expanding. And if you do work with others, it looks as though you get along great. It's almost like you're best friends. Or this could be a homegrown business, or a very small homegrown business that you run with maybe 1 or 2 other people, or your own business that you have had, which is homegrown, has expanded to the point where now you can actually have employees or have people work with you, which is a really good sign. And this shows a lot of cooperation between people to me. So you will be able to do once again what you love. And if someone here is concerned about a relationship, if you're wondering whether the relationship is doomed, or whether it is what you think it is, or whatever, anyone that you should be getting, if you're not already in a partnership, or even if you're in a partnership, you should be in a partnership with someone who feels comfortable, like they're your best friend. That way there really is no fear, or there is no doubt, because you know them and you are close enough, or you understand each other enough where they feel like a best friend. If you have struggled with feelings of losing a relationship or losing someone, maybe they did feel like a best friend at one point, but it doesn't seem like you're all that close right now. So it may not be your person, or it may not be working out for a reason. I just have to throw that out, you guys. It might be that there is someone else out there around you that is a much better fit for you. I just had to throw that out there. So I hope you have a wonderful June, and I shall see you guys soon. You guys take care. Okay, bye.